Joab Mahozi. In our previous video, we talked about the parts of a computer, the importances of a computer, evolution of our computer, though it was brief, but now we are going to dive into some of the functions of a computer, some of the programs a computer runs. Today we are going to discuss Microsoft Word, but before we go into Microsoft Word, I would like to introduce us to something very brief, creating a folder on our desktop. So the space you see here on which our folders appear is called a desktop. So we are going to right click on any free space on the desktop here. Right click, then we choose one of the options. A drop down menu comes and there are many: view, sort by, refresh. There are many options, but in this case we are choosing new. So we choose new, and then we choose, we want to make a folder. So when we choose new, we look for, there are many options here. You can have Microsoft Word, Microsoft Access, but in this case we want a new folder. So we create new, and what appears at the top most is a folder. So we click on folder. So a folder comes up. Yes, let's do again. New. Then we choose the uppermost option, which is a folder. So it will show up on the screen. This is our new folder. So when it's still highlighted blue, that's when we can name it. Our name, we are going to choose for today's lecture. Let's put the date. Today is the 2nd of September. 2nd of September 2025. Then we press enter, save. So we can open it and check our new folder. So there we have created a folder and we gave it a name. So it's in this same folder that we are going to keep our Word document that we are going to see in a very short time. So now we go into Microsoft Word. So on this desktop, we don't see Microsoft Word anywhere. So we could go and get our menu bar, and then we search at the Windows icon, this icon. Then it gives us an option to search, and there you can type the word, whether Microsoft Word if you have the time, but even if you put Word, the computer gives you options and then you see which one to open. So we double click on Word, and then we have, there we are, we have a Word. We have entered Word. So we want to create a new Word document. So what we do, we choose the option new. Here, as we have seen, you double click. Then they have very many templates. A template is in the computer, it's a template is a pre-existing design, a standard pre-existing design which you can follow to create your own document. So basically, Microsoft Word is about documents. You make documents, for example, reports. You make documents, research. We said reports. You can create letters. You can put proposals. All of them, you put them on. You use Word to create those ones. So after choosing new, you choose a blank document. Of all these, we don't want one with a template. Otherwise, it would not be from the basics. So we choose a blank document where there is nothing at all. So this is an empty one. So now that we have opened and we are into our new document, we have already created a document which we can manipulate in many different ways. But first, after creating it, then you have to save it. And remember, you have to save it onto the folder that we have created. So we use this icon. It's in purple, so we use that icon and double click on it, it gives us options. It gives us options. So we can choose where it is. Remember, we created our folder on desktop. So we go on, we choose more locations, then we go on this PC, then we choose desktop. We choose desktop, and then on desktop, remember, we put 2nd of September 2025. So that was the name of our file. So we open that folder, and we choose that folder, and then you save it on that same folder. So the moment we go back to the other side, we will find our document. So from now, we can start manipulating. You can enter data, you can put any texts allowed, but that is for another discussion. That is one way to save the folder. Another way is autosave. You could put autosave. Autosave, it saves the documents direct. Another thing you have to do is when you're entering your data, for example, you're typing, hey, I'm writing this letter to inform you that. So if you have reached in the middle and maybe you want to pause and go for something, usually you want to save to the point where you have it. So if you have already created, if you have already saved the parent document into the folder we created, you double click on the save and the information will go direct. You double click on the same icon. Or we could use a shortcut, which is Control S. Control plus S on our keyboard. It shows that we want to that's a shortcut for saving. So I could show you here how the shortcut works. We have our keyboard. We have our keyboard drawing here. So the keyboard is made of our control is here. So you press Control, as you're holding it, then you press S. That is our shortcut. Control plus S. You hold Control and then click S. Automatically you have saved. So that is how we create our documents, and that's how we save it in a folder that we have selected. See you for the next video as we talk about more topics. Please don't forget to subscribe and like these videos. Thank you.